Okay, hang on to your hat, Kel. There's our new home.
Aren't you gonna call in?
Call in? I'm gonna fly in.
Just got a call from communications, sir. The group's over the channel, headed home. Captain Newman reported.
What kind of shape are they in?
Well, as usual, they're pretty shot up.
If Captain Newman called us in, at least he's okay. Sandy, get the tower.
Sir. Colonel Gallagher wants to know whose aircraft is buzzing the field.
They had their glasses on him.
He doesn't come up on the radio, sir. Is he intending to land?
Tell him to get his tail number.
They think he's a replacement unit, sir.
I don't care who he is. He's got no right to buzz my field.
B-17 in Osprey pattern. Do you read me? Do you read me? Over. B-17, identify. Identify, over.
Why don't you tell them who we are?
They'll find out.
We're getting a red light from the tower.
It's too late now. Give me full flaps.
Full flaps.
Well, he's landing. He may belong here. He's got a lot to learn.
Just get him off the runway, all right?
Give me that.
Yes, sir.
This is Colonel Gallagher. I want that pilot in my office before his feet hit the ground. You understand? Make sure he gets that message.
Master switch off.
Well, if that landing doesn't get us in trouble, nothing ever will.
That's exactly why I did it. I want to find out.
6-1, our new commander's on his way out here right now with fire in his eye.
Think so, Kel? Well, I hope so. That's one fire I'd give my right arm to put out.
12 o'clock high. A QM production. Starring Paul Burke. Also starring Chris Robinson. With guest stars Gary Lockwood, Andrew Duckett. Tonight's episode, The Idolator.
All right, keep me informed. Give me enough time to get to the tower for the landings. Right.
Replacement pilot here, sir.
Well, send him in.
Yes, sir.
First Lieutenant Joshua Milton McGraw reporting for duty, sir.
Josh. Josh, you old son of a gun. How are you? What the heck are you doing
Well,
here?
I wasn't busy, Joe, so I thought I'd look in on the war.
Sergeant Kamansky, Lieutenant McGraw. We grew up together.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure.
His father is General David McGraw. Used to be my father's adjutant.
Second in line.
A lot of second-generation rank here, sir.
Sergeant, would you get my phone, please?
Yes, sir.
Josh, it's great to see you. Well, come on in. Have a seat.
Headquarters, Colonel Gallagher's office.
Well, should have known you couldn't shake me, Joe.
Hey, how the heck did you manage to get into my group?
Pulled a few strings.
Oh, I see.
Well, I talked to my father, who spoke to your father, who then talked to Ed Britt, and, well, Ed Britt's daughter finally got in on the act, you know, etc.
No, General Britt didn't mention a word of this to me?
Say, Joe, I want you to meet my co-pilot. Hey, Cal! Cal, come on in here. Lieutenant Guy Kelly, this is Colonel Joe Gallagher.
Lieutenant, pleasure.
I feel as though I know you, sir. He talks about you so much.
This is the best co-pilot in the business, Joe.
Great.
As a matter of fact, so's my crew, all hand-picked.
By the greatest pilot.
Sir, group's coming in.
Right. Incidentally, didn't you fellas hear my tower calling?
What if I did? Maybe I was just in a hurry to see you, Joe. After all, it's been 3 long years.
Well, I hope you have a better explanation than that.
Actually, our radio went out about 15 minutes from the field. You know, it's a new bird, Joe. A lot of bugs.
Yeah.
Sir, Captain Newman's coming in first. He's in trouble.
Sandy, let me have that. This is Colonel Gallagher. What's the matter with Captain Newman?
Sergeant, who's Captain Newman? Lead pilot, friend of the Colonel's. He's got wounded aboard.
Did he have the others bail out? Then set everything back until we can bring him down. I'm coming out.
Man, he's really in trouble.
Josh, I'll put up with one more buzz job from you after you've completed 25 missions. Between now and then, don't try it again.
Nobody got out of that one.
Well, that's one thing a group commander has to get used to, Kel. I thought Joe took it very well. Joe does everything well. Or so they always told me. Told me. Hello? Yeah, who's calling him? Well, Colonel Gallagher isn't here, but this is Lieutenant McGraw. McGraw. Yeah. Tell General Britt that and see if he'll speak to me. Hey, Kel?
Who? Oh, yeah, surely. Put him on.
Josh,
Welcome to England.
was your new CO surprised?
Yes, sir. Surprised and very glad. So, yeah, thank you, sir.
Your father called and my daughter called. You see, they have me surrounded.
Can you tell me now where Martha is, sir?
Oh, yeah, she's at the Aberfeldy Rehabilitation Center in Scotland. Why don't you call her there? She's, shall I say, anxious? And drop by and say hello as soon as you can, Josh.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Colonel.
Phyllis. General? Oh, Joe. Sit down. That'll be all, Major.
I was sorry to hear about Captain Newman. He was good.
Yes, sir. So was Heindorf, Thompson, Ritchie, Christie. Now, there's one sure way of getting out of this war. Join the 918th and convince Colonel Gallagher that you're good enough to lead a mission or two.
You go back to leading them all yourself, I'll cut orders restricting you.
Yes, sir. But the message said see you. The sooner the better.
Yeah. Division has authorized detaching you from wing for, well, say a week, depending on the weather. I'm handing you 5 missions over Poland. 5 bridges, all vital lines of supply and communication.
The Eastern Front again, huh?
Uh-huh.
I'm beginning to feel like I'm in the Russian Air Force.
Well, in this case, it's a partial response to Stalin's pressure for a second front in Western Europe. You doing anything tonight?
I have a date. Why?
Well, I want you here at 1600 hours to lay out the details with the Polish and Soviet liaison people. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, no, I'll be delighted.
That'll be all for now, Joe.
Yes, sir. Phyllis, do you have a minute?
Sure, Sam.
I guess you know what's going on.
Polish bridges?
Yes. We have a meeting at 1600. I don't know if I'm going to be free in time for dinner.
You know, I'm beginning to hate this war.
Well, actually, I was going to have a dear old friend of mine join us, Lieutenant Josh McGraw.
I know all about Josh McGraw, dear. I worked for his girlfriend's father, remember?
Well, look, why don't I have him come here and take you to the Star and Bottle? Then I can join you two there later on. And really, all you'll be doing is marking time. And then if I'm very late, why, I'll catch up with you two and I'll join you somewhere.
Somewhere.
They do this often?
Oh, that's bed check Charlie. Every other day at twilight. He's photo recon, but now and then he,
Hiya, Joe. Hey, those Jerry sure try to scare you, don't they?
Yeah.
Where do we go from here?
Where were you going?
just to dinner. Believe me.
Hey, Josh, how long you been wearing lipstick?
Well, it's a wonderful evening. You know, it's nice just to be together again.
Yes, it is. Josh, you better go to bed. I don't want to have a sleepy co-pilot up there with me tomorrow.
Co-pilot.
Yeah. Josh, I'm going to break up your crew for a mission or two.
You gonna break us up? Why? You sore about something, Joe?
Sore? Of course not. It's indoctrination, that's all.
I told you, we're good. Joe, we're good.
Josh, this is no reflection on you. I always do this. New guys get to work beside veterans. That way they get to understand what combat's like and how we operate.
Now, that I can see. And, I get you. How lucky can I be?
You can decide that tomorrow after the mission. Meanwhile, you better get some sleep. Go to bed, will you?
Night, Joe.
Good night.
What's he trying to do? Get back at us for that landing we made yesterday or something?
Who's gonna fly our airplane? Some scrub crew of veterans is all I know. My childhood buddy seems to think we're not efficient enough for his work. We need indoctrination. That's the main thing you have to do in this life. Prove that you're as good a man as Joseph Anson Gallagher.
Pilot to Bombardier. PDI sent it in, Mike. She's yours.
Bombs away.
Josh, take her.
Co-pilot to crew. Somebody watch and report the strike.
Good news, Joe. And good luck tomorrow. I don't think bridge number 2 is going to be quite as easy. How did your young co-pilot do? Good. I can calm my daughter's nerves if she calls. Right. Well.
Good afternoon, sir. Hey, has Martha called yet? I was hoping to catch up with her.
Well, maybe she's not able to get a call through. How did it go? You flew with Joe this morning.
Well, fine, sir.
So where'd he use?
Well, then he explained.
Explained what?
He's breaking up my crew. He says it's policy. I wonder if I wasn't wrong wanting to be with Joe, sir. He wouldn't hold me back, would he? I don't mean through resentment, sir. I mean trying to protect me.
You want me to ask him, is that it?
It could be Martha, sir.
Yes? Oh, of course, I'll be right up. You can stand by and wait for Martha's call if you wish. Be right back.
Phyllis, how about a date tonight?
Get me the 918. Colonel Gallagher, please. Captain Vincent. Hi, Joe?
Target to the left now. And right waist, keep an eye on Charlie, too. I noticed him creeping in on the run.
Right waist departed. Roger, sir.
How about it, teacher? We pass? Yeah, you pass. You don't sound too happy about it. Okay, you're good. I'm not too good, am I, Joe? Nobody's too good.
Hourly report on the weather file. Make sure the 918th is kept informed. Josh, what are you doing here?
Sir, bridges 3 and 4 are so close together on the map. I wonder why Joe doesn't bomb them both tomorrow.
Well, his tactics are his own, but I imagine he'd rather be sure, one at a time. Have this brought up to date.
About the railroad on the map, sir, it doesn't show in these pictures.
The photos were taken by the Luftwaffe 3 years ago. The map's been corrected.
We could run into murderous railroad flak tomorrow. Joe should have told us.
There'll be a briefing tomorrow. Joe knows about those rail lines.
I'll remind him, sir. He's pretty tired. Why don't they go up after that Jerry bomber, sir?
Red check, Charlie, we make use of him. We let him take pictures of things we want him to see. Josh, you haven't told me why you're here.
Well, not to bother you, sir. I thought I'd find out all I could about tomorrow's mission. You know, be on my toes.
Are you nervous?
Why should I be nervous?
Colonel Gallagher phoned in and reported the strike this morning. I thought he might have told you. Ask him when you get back to the base.
You didn't call.
Bill, I'm sorry, honey. I've been loaded with work.
Tomorrow's mission?
What?
Anything special?
No, just routine. Well, you know what it is.
The mission, yes. But if you're worried about... Well, I mean, if that's not what you're worried about, forget it.
No, well, wait a minute, Phil. What are you trying to say?
Josh. He's been up at Wing, Joe. Well, you just happen to mean too much to me for me not to tell you he's trying every way he knows how to slit your throat. Goodbye.
How does that make it clear what you happen to mean to me?
I'll let you know in a minute.
But Phil, don't worry about my throat either. Josh McGraw gets no special treatment from me, one way or the other. Whether or not I want him here, I need him. But I don't need any reports on him. Every pilot in my command becomes a personal problem sooner or later.
I was out of line. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're forgiven.
Sorry to break this up.
You haven't.
Can we talk, Joe?
Sure, Josh. Come on in.
I was visiting General Britt. He said there might be something you want to tell me about tomorrow's mission.
Oh, yes. I'm slotting you in my squadron tomorrow, commanding your own aircraft.
Well, thanks. I won't let you down.
Pilot to crew. Coming up on some heavy turbulence now. Should be a little rough, but it shouldn't last too long. Watch the guys on our wings. Let me know if they slide in too close.
Pilot to navigator. Double check my heading. Gonna loosen up for these clouds.
Check it, Josh. You're dropping down pretty low.
Navigator to pilot. Better get back on the briefed heading, Josh. You're pretty far off now. Over.
Roger, Nick. Starting a right turn and leveling off. Eyes open, troops. Holler if I come too close to anyone.
Pilot to crew. Well, we should be in the clear now all the way. Check the formation. Let me know if anybody's missing.
Left waist to pilot. Bingo 6 hasn't shown up on the left yet, sir. Over.
That's McGraw. Pilot to crew. Does anybody see Bingo 6? Over.
Josh? I think you're down way too low.
Navigator to pilot. Josh, either my equipment's gone haywire or we've come around too far. We're headed for Austria. Over.
You may be right, Nick. Let's stay on this course till we clear these clouds. Then maybe we can see where we are.
You've gone underneath the formation, I'll bet you, Josh. You're gonna come out on the wrong side, way below.
Well, it's easy to get lost in clouds like these, Cal.
Josh, I think you know what you're doing.
Okay. Okay, I worked on it all night. I'm gonna get us a bridge of our own, Cal. They can fry your hide for this. For what? I'm lost. Gallagher's bombing bridge number 3. I'd love to be with him, but I got lost in this front. And it just happens if I clear this overcast in about 1 minute, find myself in a mountain pass with bridge number 4 on my bomb site, I'm gonna bomb. Wouldn't you?
Great. But who's gonna believe it?
Who's gonna make me out a liar for 60 miles? If I knock out that bridge. Pilot to crew. Afraid we lost the formation, but we stumbled on a target. Bombardiers, zero in on that bridge. Let's get one from McGraw. I'd
I'd like to see Gallagher's face when he hears about this. Pilot Bombardier. It's all yours, baby.
Well, I guess anxiety did have something to do with it. You know, our first real mission as a crew. Nick kept telling me I was headed for Austria. And after the radio failure we had the other day, I thought something gone, haywire with the equipment. In fact, he said so, right, Nick?
I sure thought something went haywire.
Yeah.
Sir, General Brett would like to see you in your office.
Right.
Well, then the next thing I know, we come out of the clouds, right smack over number 4. So after that, we do just what comes natural. So, to anybody who can make it, meet me tonight at the Star and Bottle. We'll drink a toast to my ship and my crew. The first of many.
All right, Joe, what happened?
Well, sir, what it comes down to is really 2 missions for 1. We got bridge number 3, he got bridge number 4.
Josh broke some rules when he first landed here. Did you reprimand him?
Well, no, sir, not officially.
Every time you condone an act of insubordination, you lose a little authority. That's true of all commanders. And in the end, Joe, the chicken comes home to roost.
Sir, are you saying that you believe what he did today to be an act of insubordination?
Well, I have one heck of a hard time believing it was all luck.
Wouldn't it be a lot harder to believe that he could actually navigate that course in an almost 10-tenths overcast? Well, if we just had half-decent weather, I would have sent a whole squadron over there.
So you believe him?
He knocked out tomorrow's target. At least he damaged it so badly he saved us one whole mission. I buy his explanation, sir. I have to.
I guess I have to buy your judgment.
But I can tell you this, sir. If I had had any...
Lieutenant!
Oh, well, I'm sorry, sir.
It's all right, Kaminsky.
Sir, did you hear what happened?
Yes. Congratulations.
What'd you say to him, Joe? What's he sore about?
He isn't sore, Josh. He just doesn't believe in luck. And neither do I.
Well, then you're sore.
When I'm sore, you'll know it.
What's wrong, then?
Josh, for one thing, there's something wrong with your airplane.
Yeah, it's getting checked out right now. That's why I came in to get permission to take her upstairs for a flight check before tomorrow's mission. Now, is that all right, sir?
Yes.
All right, sir.
Josh, about the chip on your shoulder.
What about it?
Josh, I remember one time when you were 6 years old, I wanted to go out and play baseball, but I couldn't find my glove. You had hidden it. Later on, when I did find it, you were real sore at me.
Yeah, when I was 6 years old. Well, let me tell you something, Colonel. I played better baseball than you ever did.
Josh, almost every gambler winds up broke.
What's that got to do with anything?
If you were gambling up there today...
Maybe I was gambling today. And maybe that's why I'm here. I'm not going to be like Joe anymore or follow in his footsteps anymore. I'm either going to be better than Joe or nothing at all.
And Josh, I'll help you. I'll help you to be better than me. We're on the same team, don't you remember? Look, Josh, I'm ready to make you a captain tomorrow.
Permission to leave, sir. To test out my aircraft.
Permission granted.
Pilot to navigator. Check our heading now at 163, over.
Navigator to pilot, on the nose.
Okay, into the turret. Pilot to gunners. I want you to clear your guns. We'll see if the vibration affects us in any way.
Josh, look.
Pilot to crew. There's a Jerry bomber 11 o'clock low. Look alive now. I'm going down to get him.
Sir, I believe the best approach to it would be like this, coming up along this valley, with each unit bombing on its own. Now, we can expect maximum resistance, so we'll go after the bridge. It's a lot easier than the tunnel.
All right. It would help if you could get the tunnel, too, at the same time.
Excuse me, sir. Your duty officer wants you on line 2.
Oh, can it wait? What is it, do you know?
Lieutenant McGraw, sir. He's about to land with 1 kill confirmed. He just shot down bed check Charlie.
Bed check Charlie, I told him myself.
Sir, may I?
Yes. This is General Britt, Captain. What's the story?
Hold it just a minute, Captain.
What do you think you're doing?
Let me handle this, sir.
Put Lieutenant McGraw under arrest.
No, sir.
Colonel, I told you.
Sir, don't make that an order, please. It's my group. Now, either relieve me of my command or let me handle my pilots my own way. Please, sir. This is Colonel Gallagher. I want you to get Lieutenant McGraw and his co-pilot and bring them to my office. I'll be right there. Thank you, sir. Were you in on the plan to waylay Bedcheck Charlie?
I don't think there was any plan, sir.
Begging the colonel's pardon, sir, but I saw a German bomber attacked him and shot him down. What would the colonel have done, sir?
Do you know what this is?
How'd you get that, sir?
From me, Josh.
All right. That's my flight plan for bridge number 4. Mine. Kelly wasn't in on it.
Well, I figured it out, and I went along with it. He wasn't ashamed of it, sir, and neither am I.
All right, Kelly, that's all for you. Did your radio malfunction when you first landed here? Josh, General Britt is outside. Now, he's going to want some simple answers. Were you faking instrument trouble?
I could admit I was. Call my father, he'd speak a word or two, and nobody'd ever do anything about it.
All right, use my telephone.
Well, that's safe. You know I won't do that.
Well, you're going to have to think of some explanation if I transfer you out of here.
I don't think you'd do that, Joe.
Josh, you came over here to prove something. To your father, to your family, to your friends, to anyone who's ever pushed you. By climbing over me. Now, if you were lousy or just average, I'd cut you down right now. But you're a gifted pilot. Like these. Lead pilots. A very special breed.
You'd never put little Josh up front. You'd hold him back. I think you've always been afraid I'd pass you someday.
When I find a pilot with your knack and your guts, a man who can get on the target and stay on the target until after the drop is made, then I have to make him a leader, like it or not. You see these men, Josh? They weren't all friends of mine, but they were all leaders. And most of them didn't last very long.
They don't all die. You didn't.
I haven't yet. But you could have waited.
I didn't mean it that way, Joe.
It might have been more honest than some of the things you've done.
All right. All right. I wanted somebody to believe, maybe just myself to believe, that you could make a mistake. One mistake.
I've made plenty. As a matter of fact, I may be going to make another one. General Britt, would you come in now, sir? Sir, Lieutenant McGraw has 3 things to explain. First, the way he landed here, buzzing my field.
Sir, I just wanted to see what what the colonel would do. I was showing off.
The bombing of bridge number 4.
I had planned it, sir.
Well, I can tolerate a showboat as long as his commanding officer can do so. I'll have to consider the result of your raid on bridge number 4. But, Lieutenant, I told you that we were making use of bed check Charlie.
Sir, I had lied about my instruments. Even my navigator was confused. I went up for the flight check to back up my lie. You see, it didn't occur to me that... Well, no, that's not the truth. I knew that was bed check Charlie the minute I saw him. I just didn't think of anything but shooting him down, that's all.
Colonel, would you leave us alone? Colonel. Did he ask you what you were going to tell your father if he transferred you into some other kind of duty?
Yes, sir. You gonna scrub me, sir?
You haven't done very much to prove that you're mature enough to handle a $250,000 airplane and the lives of 9 men who ride with you, work for you, and depend on you. You've had a couple of easy missions, son. You haven't sat in that seat through boredom, through fire, through failure, back to boredom once more, and then done it all over again. You see, a bomber pilot is a man.
All right. All right. I guess you're right. I'll just tell the old man I blew it.
Well, if you transfer him out, Joe, that settles everything, doesn't it?
Well, the personal side of it, yes. That's one way out. Of course, the other way is if we could hate each other, why?
But you won't. That's not in you.
Colonel Gallagher, aside from official reprimands, you can either transfer this young man out to a fighter group, to another bomb group, or you can keep him. You think it's worth the effort? We can't afford to ground a superior pilot if he does his job.
Sir, you leaving it up to me?
Yes.
May I leave it up to him?
Yes.
Josh? It wouldn't be easy for you here. It might be a lot tougher than any place else.
Well, thank you, sir. It's kind of hard to say just why, but I'd like to stay here, if I may.
Already. What are you looking for, Sandy? See if we're gonna lose Bingo 6 again, sir. Better get up in your turret, Sandy. Yes, sir. Better check number 3.
Pilot the engineer. Come down here a minute.
To navigator, how much longer, over?
On the IP, sir. 5 minutes from 4, 3, 2, 1. Now.
Roger, thank you. Skipper, look at Bingo 6. He's falling back. Feather 3, Kel.
Left to waste a pilot. That one put a hole in the side, sir.
Roger, left waist.
All right, Chief, get back on it. 3 is gone and 1 is running hot.
We better get out of here, Josh. We can't keep up.
Maybe not, but we can follow.
Pilot to crew. Did anybody see what Bingo 6 is doing, over?
Left waist to pilot. He's still falling back with number 3 feathered. Nothing else wrong that I can see.
Bingo leader to Bingo 6. What's wrong with you, over?
Bingo 6 to Bingo leader. Flak damage and nose heavy. Over.
Sounds like the boy who cried wolf. Bingo 6, this is Bingo leader. If you're damaged, turn back. We'll pick you up after we rally, over.
This is Bingo 6. I'm afraid I can't do that, sir. Ruin my reputation.
Bingo 6, I just gave you an order. Acknowledge and reply, over.
This is Bingo 6. My radio just went dead, sir. Pilot to crew. Okay, Tigers. Time to stop flying and start walking. Bail out. Bail out. I repeat, get out of here.
201 idiot, fly us
Just
out.
get out of here too, Cal.
Fly us out.
I said bail out.
Left waist to pilot. I've lost sight of Bingo 6 now, sir. He's way behind.
Forget about him. Stay off the interphone. We've got enough trouble right now. Pilot to Bombardier. EDI center, Mike. It's all yours.
Negative, Skipper, negative. She didn't engage.
Roger. Autopilot won't engage. I'll fly the run manually. Give me corrections.
Roger. 2 degrees right. Hold her steady. Left 1 degree. Good. You're on it. Steady. Bombs away in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bombs away.
No good. If we hit within 100 yards of that bridge, it'll be a miracle. I hate to come back, but I guess we'll have to.
Bingo 6 to Bingo leader, over. Bingo 6 to Bingo leader, over.
Bingo leader to Bingo 6. Where are you, over?
I thought you'd want to know you missed the bridge. But maybe I can jam the tunnel, over.
Bingo 6, negative. Get out of there, Josh. Rally left with us, over.
This bird's badly shot up, Joe. I don't think she'll make the turn.
Josh, if you hit that bridge, you're going to go into the hillside. Over.
I think she'll hold a shallow dive, Joe. I'll try to set her up before I leave. Save you guys another trip over here.
Negative, get out of there.
But, Joe, I'm not sore at anybody. Maybe not even myself anymore.
Josh! Josh, get out!
I'll try to. If I make it, I'll send you a postcard. If I don't, remember the name.
Pilot to crew. Watch out for him. Watch out for his parachute.
Bingo.
You have done a commendable service, General Britt. I shall submit you as a candidate for decoration.
There's the man you want to decorate.
I congratulate you, Colonel. And on the pilot who destroyed the tunnel yesterday. Well, he is magnificent.
Thank you.
Is there any word?
Parachutes were dropping all over the area, sir.
Well, I better phone his father.
Sir, maybe we'd better wait and make sure. And if the worst happens, I think I should be the one to contact his father. Yesterday, he was a bomber pilot. I think he should be decorated as one. And I think I should write the kind of a letter that I would write to any bomber pilot's father.
All right.
Well, good night. Good night, sir.
Good night, Joe. War wouldn't be so bad. There was something happening only to the